Yo.
What's up, you guys?
What's going on? It is we. This is Aaron. This is Whitney.
Yes, it is me. Welcome back to our channel.
What's good, y'all?
So we are coming back because we've had a series of videos prior to this. First, of course, is our introduction video, and then I shared videos about my perspective on how I felt about Aaron throughout this whole journey. And you have to excuse me, my sinuses are all the way here right now. So, but anyway, yeah, I shared most of you. Hopefully, if you have not gone back to watch the videos, please go back so that you can be up to speed with this video. So I was sharing just my perspective on our story, how we got started, what I thought about this guy right here, how I didn't even like him at first, you know, just that whole thing. But very interesting. So please go back and watch those. But today, Aaron is going to reveal his thoughts about my videos, because there are some things that I mentioned in the videos that he did not know about.
Yeah.
And was like surprised.
Definitely.
So we're just going to share that today, and then at the end we're just going to give you guys a quick update of how things are going between the two of us, and then we'll be out of your way. Amen. So I'm going to let him go ahead and take the mic real quick.
Well, first of all, gotta I guess give y'all a sense of relief in a sense or whatever, because it's been a long time since Whitney and I have been able to do another video, you know, being that we are long distance.
Long distance.
And you know, being that we're not able to sit down every week and, you know, create content we would desire to, or even that, you know, you all would be able to see every week and all, and like, you know, to fully keep up with us. And it's very dope that we're able to sit down and do one finally since our first introduction video.
Right.
But yeah, so what am I supposed to be talking about?
The videos, babe.
Yeah, my thoughts on the videos that Whitney made about me and our story from her perspective. So as far as the videos themselves go, I pretty much knew how the story was going to unfold, because, you know, this is our journey. And, you know, I, being a part of this journey, you know, knew what it was like, knew the highs and lows and all of that, like I said, for the most part. And I've told this story on my personal YouTube channel. But yet, for those of you all who are new to me and new to us, I'll be sharing my thoughts and my perspectives on this channel as well.
And real quick, the story that you shared on your personal channel is more about you, you know, in your journey.
Right.
You know, this is specifically about, like, because you had other stories in there too.
Right.
So
yeah,
this is strictly about us. I just had to add that.
Yeah. And also, like I said, that's why I'm going to be making my own videos as well, so that you all will know our story without, you know, anything else attached to our story. But, you know, just the story of Whitney and I, how everything unfolded to what's going on between us to this day. So the most recent video that Whitney posted, revealing her true thought about me and my situation that I had going on before Whitney and I reconnected and eventually gave it a real try. So I had some thoughts that Whitney had feelings for me, like very strong feelings for me, but at the same time, like, I would second guess it, because Whitney was not nearly as expressive as she is to this day.
I'm very expressive now.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're very expressive now, but you definitely were not expressive back then.
Poker face.
Right, yeah, exactly. Straight up poker face. Wouldn't say hardly more than 5 words, and would just have me doing most of the talking and stuff, and was just behind this invisible brick wall, I guess you could say, to sum it up. But yeah, I had absolutely no idea that Whitney had the feelings that she confessed to having. Definitely didn't know that. I don't know. Would you call it? So would you call it jealousy that you had? Because like
I think I said I was in the video. I think I said I was.
Okay, I couldn't remember. But anyway, I guess at the end of the day, when it boils down to it, jealousy was linked behind the feelings that she had
with his ex.
Right, yeah, saying that you kind of hope that it didn't work out or something to that relevance. What did you say?
I said that I was happy for you. I wanted you to be happy, but part of me was just like, am I gonna miss out on am I gonna miss out on this? Like, do I really feel happy for him, or am I slightly jealous?
Yeah.
So which I was, But.
So I definitely didn't think that she felt that way at all. Once you all found out about it, it's the same time that I found out about it.
Surprise!
And so, that's my reaction to it. That part of that specific video. Overall, with each video that you made, like I said, I knew the story because it's been our journey. I've been a part of the journey.
Yeah.
And this is what it's led to with us today. And speaking of us today, I guess we could talk about the progression of our relationship and all.
Yeah. Before I say that, he is, like you said, he's gonna come back and share his responses and feelings about our journey too. Because like I said in the other videos, I did a number on him a few times. He was hurt. So I'm sure he'll share that with you guys. But yes, we can talk about where we are now and where how things are going.
So we have been together since June 28th of 2021.
10 months on the 28th.
Sometimes I still forget this is 2022.
Yeah, it'll be 10 months on the 28th.
But yeah, what was I saying?
We've been together for 10 months, almost. On the 28th, it will be 10 months. Okay, and y'all pray for him, okay? In the name of Jesus.
Things are progressing, I would say, very well between us. We've stated before, as we stated in our introductory video, there were points of this journey in our relationship where we thought about calling it quits, where we bumped heads and
a few times.
Yeah. And we almost called it quits, just a difference of opinions and stuff and things to their relevance. And I know distance being a major factor for Whitney because quality time is her love language, and in a long distance relationship, there's no quality time that can be had, Thanks. Quality time, is something that can't be done with the long distance relationship. It's only so much that FaceTime can do. It's only so much that text messaging can do. It's not even a bit of a fulfillment. If your love language is quality time. But yeah, the long distance in our relationship has been a major factor. I would say for me, it hasn't been nearly as much of a problem before. I mean, it hasn't been nearly as much of a problem as it has for Whitney because quality time isn't one of my top love languages, even though I know that quality time is essential for Whitney. So I try to fill up her love tank as much as possible. But I would say that for me, long distance hasn't been necessarily a problem because I'm more so tunnel vision. I know what the end result is. I'm focusing on, and so me being future focused is just that, like, I'm just steadily focused on the days ahead.
What he's basically saying is like he's focused on the future, like this is what the end result is going to be. So
Yeah.
if whatever we experience on the road there is only temporary. So he's not as easily affected by it as I am.
Right.
Me,
Yeah.
I'm the emotional one. I'm the deep thinker. I'm the one that wants more connection. So sometimes his focus on the future can be distracting because it distracts him from this person over here sometimes. But I understand. I get it. But you just have to be able to balance and accommodate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got you. There's so many other things we could say in this video, but our time is kind of limited. But I will say that long distance has been a journey, and it has definitely been some difficult moments. Okay, you guys, sorry, we had some technical difficulties, so we had to come back on here. So the last video, I was just saying how long distance can be difficult, and it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was for me, but I guess it just depends on the right person. We have done a lot of adjusting.
A lot of sacrifice.
A lot of sacrifice and a lot of inner work too, especially on my part, being that I've struggled with trust issues for so long, a long time. And he could even tell you sometimes I kind of revert back to that state of or lack of trust, and it feels like I'm, experiencing situations over again when I see something so small. So it's still a work. We're still working on us too, But I think if you are open to that, you allow the things to change in you, and allow it to better you. Then you grow from it, you learn from it, and you keep going.
Yeah.
So no relationship is perfect. Ours definitely is not. But I love this man, and I know he's God sent. So even in times of frustration and doubt, because the enemy plays with your mind and all those kind of things, when you know that someone is God sent, that it's God's will, then you push through it and you allow God to work out whatever he needs to work out in the relationship.
Yeah, I definitely would agree on that, especially the last part. Like when you know there's a God sent, like you have to just roll with it. Like I often tell Whitney this, like when I met her, I just knew, like without a shadow of a doubt. In my mind, in my heart, like there was just this inner knowing and feeling that I had that I've never had with any other woman before, and it's like I'm serious. It's like every man knows when he knows, and I just felt that confirmation, and there was times where like I can't even lie, I would try to be manipulative, but not like deceiving.
You finally admit it. No.
Not like deceiving type of manipulative, but like manipulative is in like trying to use what I felt and what I knew for sure was confirmation within me to like get her to be on board with what I was trying to get her to be on board with, because as she just said, like a long distance relationship is something she absolutely was not trying to do. Sometimes the things that you don't want to do end up being the things that you need to do in order to see what God is trying to show you. And so
Preach, brother.
so so that's what ended up happening, like I guess after so much pursuing that I did, and I pursued.
We did a whole other video on that.
Yeah.
This man was after me for like what was like Jacob after Rachel.
After Rachel.
It was longer than that.
Yeah. But man, yeah. Like I said, sometimes you need to do the things that you don't want to do in order to see what God is trying to show you. And now we're both at a point in our lives where we know that this is something that God meant. And you want to tell them about like how you got to that place, like where
It's a long, well, not really a long story. For me, I think when we had gotten to the point to where we just, like I mentioned before in the other videos, we just were strictly friends. Like, he stopped pushing, you know, trying to make the relationship happen. I was like, look, bruh, we just need to start from scratch. Even though we were friends for almost 10 years, we didn't really get to know. We didn't get down to the nitty gritty because it was a purpose behind it. Like, I want to be with her, you know, that's all, that's it. So whatever I got to do that, let's do it. But instead, I'm like, let's just slow down. Let's become friends. Let's get to know each other better and pray about it, you know, that God reveals it for you and me, because I hadn't seen it yet. He did, but I didn't. So I think once we got to that point, I allowed myself to be vulnerable, because I was definitely putting up a wall because I didn't know what I wanted. I think I didn't know. And I always had this blueprint of what a guy would look like. And he's the opposite. Okay. So
boy, were you wrong.
Boy, was I wrong. That's why I say, like, from experience now, it's like sometimes when we think we need guys, like, nah, I got something totally different for you. Because there's a purpose behind it, you know. That's a whole nother sermon. But anyway, so we got to know each other, and I was praying. I'm like, Lord, I was asking for revelation. And then just things started to shift, you know, even in him, like so much growth. And I was just like, you know, let me hang on a little more. And he was just showing initiative in so many different ways because, again, we're going to have to really just break it down for y'all one day. But I started to trust him more. Like, I started to put my guard down, and God started showing me things, even in dreams. You know, that's how God be dealing with me. He give me dreams. And when he started giving me dreams, I'm like, One dream I had, we were holding hands in the park, and everybody in the whole park disappeared. And it was just us two walking in that park. That was years ago, like way before I even really thought about this dude. So, but anyway, I let my guard down. I prayed about it, was praying more about it. I started seeing things, and even in regards to my attraction to him, because I know I told y'all I wasn't attracted to him at all. And I remember one day I asked God, I was like, Lord, if this man is for me, allow my attraction to even grow. Like, seriously, I asked him that. I wasn't playing no games. And I promise you, when I saw him that time after that prayer, it was like this. I'm like, what? What just happened? Like, he looked like a totally different person to me. Anyway, so that's how I got to this point. In a nutshell, because it could be so much deeper than that, but we'll keep it there. Yeah. So, like I said, it's been a journey. We've been growing. He's grown so much, and I tell him all the time, you need to see the growth that you have, the growth that you've made. You know, you've come so far. And again, his love language is words of affirmation. So I try to encourage him as much as I can. You know, he's a different person today than I met years ago, and I'm loving his growth and what God is doing in his life, you know. But challenges, yes, I've been a brat. I've been a huge brat. I can be a terrible, like a kid sometimes, be whining and everything, and he take all of it. Bless his heart. He know how to deal with me, so I guess God knew what he was doing, you know. But yeah, so it's a growth process, and we're still growing and still learning, but loving each other more each day. So I'm just thankful for obedience. You know, that's important.
Yeah, because you definitely been disobedient.
Okay. Okay.
You definitely been disobedient. Ain't no denying it.
Okay, but that was disobedient a year ago or 2 years ago. We talking about now. Even now, it's still good to be obedient. We still have to be in the will of the Lord. Amen. So yeah, but that's what we had to share today. Definitely want to come back for some more information for you guys. And if you want to let us know what you want to hear, I don't know. Because sometimes we like, what do we want to talk about? But he's next. So y'all be on him about his videos because he got to go next. But that's all I got to say for today.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say as well. She didn't say it, most of it.
Well, so I talk a lot.
Right. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be making my series of videos of the story from my perspective. I don't even... I guess if y'all want the full in-depth story from my perspective, you can go check out the videos that I have on my personal YouTube page, but this is our YouTube page. This is Love&Warr. This is the both of us. So I'm going to be telling, like I said, our story from my perspective about us and about how we came to where we at today. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Because your story, they you don't say my name or anything, so they might be a little lost.
Right, yeah, they do.
You might be a little lost.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, what he said.
Right.
What he said.
And that's another thing. I never name drop. Like, you know, I make videos or whatever, but I never name drop. But, you know, this is us now.
Yeah, he didn't want to name me before.
I can name drop as much as I want to because it's my baby.
See? You try to put a smile on my face. It never fails.
Right. Well, that's just what I was about to say. It never fails. See? That's what light-skinned, bald, and bearded do for you.
Oh, God. Here we go. Anyway, we are grateful that you guys stopped by and watched this video. Please share, you know, let people know, you know, we have a very significant story, and even more to come, you know, so it could be a blessing to someone. That's what we want. We want to bless people by sharing our story and our experience.
Most definitely.
So yeah, thank you for stopping by, and we will see you guys next time.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
Bye.